Hey guys, welcome back to 59 Gaming, your source for news and updates on all things gaming related. I am the Masked Ningen, and with the most recent V-Jump leaks, we saw that the JP version of Dokkan Battle is going to be getting a Frieza and the Undead Army card from the Fusion Reborn movie. And so, as we often do when these cards are revealed, we put out a form for you guys to submit your designs for a fan-made version of the card. So before the details are officially released, a bunch of members of the Dokkan team are going to go through, pick their favorites, and they're going to deliver them to you in this video. So if you missed the form, make sure you keep an eye out on our Twitter, make sure you're following us over there and on all of our social medias. Check out the link tree, which will be linked in the description below, so you never miss any of these posts and a chance to feature in these videos. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button so you know every time we post a video, and let us go ahead and move into the first entry. Okay, so for my pick, shout out to Octo for his submission, and we have here his version of the card is going to be Extreme STR. So for the leader skill, we've gone with Resurrected Warriors 3 key, HP attack and defense 120. Perfect fit. Obviously, Resurrected Warriors seems to be a pretty good choice for this card, all things considered. The super attack effect is massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy, and lowers attack. So very good utility on their super. Obviously, massively raising defense means they're going to be very tanky after you get off that super attack. And if you are able to double super, their defense is going to skyrocket. And then in modes like Super Battle Road, where that sort of ability is very useful, the lowering attack on super is very good as well. And then the passive skill is attack and defense 120%, which is very solid. An additional 60% attack when performing a super. Performs a critical hit when HP is 70% or more. Very strong ability. And then also Resurrected Warriors category allies key +3 and attack and defense 40%. So I mean, this guy is pretty much on the level of what you would consider some of the side banner cards that we've seen recently. The really strong supports for various categories. So this card would definitely be a very good buff for Resurrected Warriors. Not only are they going to be very strong defensively, I feel like this card has enough merits that you could consider them running on main rotation, but with that support passive, they're also going to be very good as a 3rd slot floating unit on a Resurrected Warriors team. And so their links are Shocking Speed, Nightmare, Revival, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, and Fierce Battle. I mean, this is an amazing link set in general. Revival on the Resurrected Warriors team is obviously very good. Shocking Speed is a pretty common link over on that team. And of course they have Big Bad Bosses, which once leveled up to 10 is the best link in the game basically. And then their categories would be Resurrected Warriors, Terrifying Conquerors, Joined Forces, and Movie Bosses. I think that makes perfect sense. Movie Bosses might be a little bit iffy because it's Frieza and the entire army. But hopefully, like in an ideal world, they would include that and give them Big Bad Bosses. And obviously, that's kind of what we're looking for with these entries. So I think that would be very good. No active skill or unit super attack, but overall, I think this is a very solid card. If this is how the card turned out, I would be very happy with this. Like I say, these guys would be basically a must run on a Resurrected Warriors team. So let us know what you think of this pick. Shout out to Octo once again for his submission, and let us move on to the next member.
Hello everyone, it's me Natsu here, and I'm going to be bringing you my choice for the Frieza Undead Army fan-made card right here. And I want to thank the boy Kev for going ahead and making this submission right here. So I chose this submission because there's something interesting about the passive, and I kind of like how the super attack effect really works out. But you know, let's just go ahead and hop right into it here. Thank you again everyone for all the submissions, they're all wonderful. The typing for this unit, this is a tech type, so extreme tech definitely needs the help. As many extreme tech buffs as we can get, I'll gladly take, because extreme tech isn't really looking too spicy even now today, so hopefully we'll get more and more extreme tech buffs for the future. His leader skills Otherworld Warriors category key 3 HP attack and defense plus 50%. Now this is a free to play unit, I believe from a story event, so again the leader skill necessarily doesn't mean too much because again 50% no one's going to really use it, but it makes sense, you know, this Frieza is definitely going to be in the he may be on the Otherworld Warriors category. I'm expecting he's going to be. But yeah, the leader skill is not really the most juicy part of the unit. His super attack effect, he causes immense damage. He greatly raises his defense for 1 turn. He raises extreme class allies attack by 30% for 2 turns right there. So I really do love the greatly raising defense for 1 turn. Anytime a unit is able to greatly raise defense, that kind of makes me raise my eyebrow, because that's just basically 50% of their defense being added on to what they already have, which is actually works very well with this Frieza unit as we continue to his passive. But being able to support extreme class allies attack by 30% for 2 turns, it's not like the most greatest thing ever, but it's nice to have on a free-to-play unit. And you know, for 2 turns is not really too often we see type of buffs like that, so it really made me interested. And it's one of the reasons why I really chose this card. The immense damage, again, since he's free to play, I don't really expect this. I expect this to be supreme, but this right here, I could definitely see it be added to this unit. Now, his passive skill is attack and defense plus 100%. He gets an additional key plus 1 up to key plus 3, and attack and defense plus 22% up to 66% per extreme class ally on the team. He reduces damage received by 30%. And then this is the most interesting part, which is really what made me want to pick this card. He gives all allies defense plus 6% for every attack received within the turn. So again, just to round it up, on a full extreme class team, he's going to get 3 key and 166% attack and defense, which is, you know, decent on a free-to-play unit. But along with that, he does reduce damage received by 30%, which, you know, even with a free-to-play unit, that 30% damage reduction received on top of the greatly raising defense 1 turn, that's gonna end up rounding out really well. And if that's not even enough, he supports everyone with 6% defense for each attack received within the turn. Now, I believe how this passive will actually calculate right here, or work right here. Oh god. How this would work is that it would be like an on super attack buff. So it would be more than this 6% right here, which is going to be very nice for all the units on rotation. You know, any kind of support buffs for defense, key, even attack right there is definitely helpful. So I really like how this is constructed, because you clearly want to put these guys, this guy right here, in front of a bunch of attacks, and you get benefited for that by allowing all your allies to take much better in the turn. And even more so, you want to have him in the first slot, because he's able to raise all allies attack by 30% for 2 turns, get the maximum effect of it. Overall, I feel like this is a really good, well designed for a free-to-play unit, and honestly, it definitely is something that you could 100% see with the actual unit that could release in Dokkan nowadays. His links are Prodigy, Strongest Clan in Space, Universe's Most Malevolent, Shocking Speed, Nightmare, Big Bad Bosses, and Shattering the Limit. So the typical Frieza link set, again, Big Bad Bosses is very nice for this unit. Shocking Speed, Universe Most Malevolent. The rest of them are all very good. Shattering the Limit is obviously expected, because again, he's from the story events. His categories would be Otherworld Warriors, Join Forces, Inhuman Deeds, Terrifying Conquerors, and Revenge. So a nice, you know, fun 5 set of category teams. And this is the real big one. Again, another really thing that I really like about this card right here. His active skill could be used twice, and the conditions are that it could be activated upon entering an attacking turn twice only. So just like the Angel Golden Frieza, the physical Dokkan Fest, or, you know, the Supreme Kai, being able to just come into the turn and just instantly use your active skill no matter what situation you're in is very, very helpful and very, very strong utility wise. And that's not enough. It allows him to change a random key sphere type to rainbow key spheres for 1 turn. So that'll greatly help Extreme Tech, like an Extreme Tech Super Battle World more specifically is where you're going to use this unit. I feel like he's going to be a great help for like Tech Janemba. A lot of units who do want rainbow key spheres on extreme class teams, you know, being able to do that twice is not like the greatest thing ever. Well, I still think it's really good, obviously, but like it's not like, you know, a type of passive thing. But again, he's free to play, and being able to be a free to play unit to have all this kind of nice utility to itself makes it very interesting. Because instead of free to play units being more so, you know, just full offense, I like free to play units having more so utility based type of things, like this rainbow key sphere changing, and, you know, being able to give all allies 6% defense for each attack received. That's something I don't believe we actually seen in the game yet, so it was very interesting. And that's all basically I have to say about this unit. Thank you again, everyone, for your submissions. And let's just move on right to the next one.
This man gets me a wreck. Oh, shoot. Hey. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Huh? No. What's up? It's your boy Sadaraja. How y'all doing? You're doing fantastic. That's great. Are you dealing with all this heat? You know what can make that day go by? Make you feel better, maybe cool you down a little bit? Watching a nice little 5'9" video. That's all I'm going to say. Want to keep notified? Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We'll be back at it again with another fan-made card provided by one of you lucky individuals that support and rep the 5'9" Gaming channel. And remember, as always, your love is always appreciated. We got Instinct Legend. What's up, Instinct Legend? I can find a name that we have a FRIEZA'S UNDEAD army card, and this arguably to me just sounds like a free-to-play unit, so I'm gonna approach this as if this was a free-to-play card, or like a Prime Battle card, or a Battlefield card, things like that. But you know, I'm just gonna approach it like that, you know, something free-to-play. But Instinct Legend, greatly appreciate your submission. Let's get right on into it. So we have you choosing tech type. Okay. Leader skill, resurrected warriors category, key +3 HP attack and defense was 100%. Sounds free to play to me. Maybe in this day and age, I wouldn't mind it being. No, we won't get no 120 for playing. What is the super attack effect? Raises Rise of the Dead. Raises defense for 3 turns and causes supreme damage to enemy and still super attack. Yo, sounds like a why y'all always making these cards, you know, freaking SBR. Well, you know, with the new SBRs, you know, you kind of need it. But I feel you on it, having the freaking the super attack still. Something really nice, especially for like a free-to-play unit. There's no biggie on them having that. And also raising defense for 3 turns. Definitely sounds like a second slot unit to me. But, oh yeah, I'm digging it. All right, so what we got here? Passive. The Dead Army. Attack and defense was 70%, plus an additional attack plus 30% when performing a super attack. Reduces damage received by 20%. Attack and defense plus 5% per resurrected warrior category ally on the team. Reduces damage received by 60% when HP is 50% or less. Extreme class allies key +3 and attack and defense plus 20%. You know what? This sounds like a killer support unit for resurrected warrior. One of these days, we're gonna get we're probably gonna get another resurrected warrior lead. The world may never know. Though, what's our current one right now? I think we got 2 really good ones. We got the Broly, of course, and what is it? But that's Super. No, I was about to say Super Saiyan 2 transforming Vegeta, but he's not I don't think. Yeah, he's not. Let me stop. I'm slacking. Links, Prodigies, Cold Judgment, Thirst for Conquest, Brainiacs, Nightmare, Otherworld Warriors, Shocking Speed. Okay. Active skill, no. Categories. We didn't put categories here, but I would imagine put them on, you know, typical categories. Oh, they won't go on typical categories because it's FRIEZA'S Undead Army, so they'll fit on some decent categories. They'll definitely go on Resurrected Warriors. But what would they go on? They'll go on. Let me hear. Hold on. Luckily, I got this right here. Let's do a check. Because a card like that, you would think, because you know it's not all like FRIEZA'S army, so it won't go on like your typical things like that. For instance, like we got henchmen and stuff like that, so. And the card is all about Frieza and his henchmen. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more. So we'll definitely Inhuman Deeds, Great Traveling Warriors, Terrifying Conquerors, Wicked. Definitely won't be a Wicked Bloodline. Like it has some decent ones, like nothing too fancy. Maybe some other ones that actually fit on there, but honestly, this card doesn't sound too bad. Definitely a really, really solid support in my personal opinion. But definitely some stuff they can do with this card. I'll have to, like, it's a really, really good support. But for like the Resurrected Warrior category, because you have the 5 what is it, attack and defense was 5 for every warrior on the team, so that's up to like 30% basically. That's okay. They'll sound like they'll still take a really hit, but you know, if you set on super after 3 turns, raises the defense as well, so they won't be taking like too much damage depending on how they're built or whatever team you're running them on, but they'll be solid. They're solid support / second, third slot type unit. This isn't a unit that will go into like the first slot, sadly. I'm liking your card, Instinct Legends. I'm really liking your card. Definitely like to see how this card will be executed, but until then, you know, we're just gonna go ahead and move on to the next person. Hey, how you doing?
Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Jay Fanta, and today we're going to be looking at Ethan_Aldana's Frieza Undead Army fan-made card. Now, I chose your one specifically because I believe it is confirmed to be a free-to-play card, so let's see what details you have given this Frieza. AGL, Extreme AGL, would not be too disappointed if that was it. I think we're all, like, agreeing that it's either going to be an Extreme AGL and Extreme Tech, because, you know, we need those buffs for those specific teams. For the leader skill, Resurrected Warriors Q3, attack and defense HP plus 77%, and Extreme AGL's 2 key 50% stat boost. So I believe you're thinking about an EZA, which I do not mind, although the leader skill I don't really care for. Resurrected Warriors, we already have so many leaders for that, so that is okay, I guess. I hope they introduce a new category with this Frieza Undead Army thing. I'm not too sure what it could be, but I hope if it was going to be a new category that he would be the leader for 77% stat boost. We'll have to see and find out. What is the super attack effect? Raises extreme class allies attack plus 30% and increases his own defense by 30% for 9 turns. I really like that, as defense is very important. And of course, providing 30% to allies for the turn is actually pretty nice as well. Being essentially like a support unit in a way. What is the passive skill? Attack and defense plus 77%, plus an additional key plus 1, 10% attack and defense per Resurrected Warriors allies on the team, up to 5 key and 50% attack and defense. With EZA stats, that's actually pretty good. And then launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance, a great chance, of becoming a super attack, which is awesome, especially with this stacking mechanic of the defense. And of course, that actually gives allies even more power. Gains an additional 100% attack and defense if there's an adult Gohan or Great Saiyaman enemy. Gohan, Youth, Teen Gohan, etc. excluded, which is hard to get, but it is a big boost to say the very least, so I do not mind that. And obviously that makes sense in terms of the movie versus Gohan. Although it gets absolutely destroyed by Gohan, that's 100% attack and defense is great. Links, Shattering the Limit, Solid Support, Tough as Nails, Revival, Shocking Speed, Frieza Force, and Speedy Retributions. I think that's pretty accurate. I would maybe like Thirst for Conquest, and maybe Nightmare, 2 additional links. But yeah, that seems about correct in my opinion. Categories: Join Forces, Resurrected Warriors, Revenge. And then movie bosses is probably not going to be a thing, as we've seen with the Golden Frieza and Sorbet. Because he's with the army, we're probably not going to see movie bosses unless, I don't know, it's like the army's in the image, but like it's only Frieza, just like they did with the Trunks and Bulma. Who knows? And then he has an active skill, can be activated anytime, permanent buff, 8 key. Okay, that's pretty OP. We probably won't see this. That is, if that was the case, that'd be like the best active skill I've ever seen, or unit super attack. Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, so thank you, Ethan, for your submission. We at 5'9" appreciate everybody's responses, so thank you for yours.
Alright, what is up, guys? It is your boy Blaze. Today we are back with another of your submissions here for the Frieza Undead Army card art, where you guys submit your own creations and then we look at it and then I guess give you a little shout out here. So first of all, I would say thank you very much for your submissions. As you guys hear, we have your 51 responses. So a very big thank you to everyone that did participate in this. And also, if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to hit the like button, sub for more videos. We are slowly growing on the 5-9 gaming channel. So very happy here. All right, so first things first, shout out here to Admiral Kim. You are number 32. Again, this is at random here. So you chose here for your typing is going to be Tech here for the free-to-play card Frieza, which, I mean, I could appreciate because Extreme Tech definitely needs it here because they've been in the struggle for quite a while here. So the leader skill you put here is going to be movie bosses. Keep us to its stats plus 50%, so HP, attack, and defense plus 50%, which, I mean, it is going to be a free-to-play card here, so that's going to be very understandable. Super attack effect here on your 12 key super, cause supreme damage and lower attack and defense. Okay, that's going to be pretty good for super battle, especially for extreme tech because it's still one of the most difficult ones in Dokkan. And then your passive here, you have key plus 3 attack and defense plus 100%, another attack and defense plus 50% when performing a super attack. Okay, pretty interesting, very good. I mean, considering that you are going to be lowering the attack and defense as well, definitely going to be a very good, so far, a slot 2 character. Oh, actually, hold on, maybe slot 1 because you also reduce damage received by 50% when there's a super class enemy. Oh, okay, pretty good. And then you have movie bosses, allies, key plus 2 attack and defense plus 30%. All right, this is actually very strong. Very good, especially for Tech Janemba right now. With this passive here, I would definitely say this is going to be probably Janemba's one of his best partners for sure because Janemba does struggle with Ki, and also you are providing that 50% damage reduction, so this is actually a very good passive here, considering that this is going to be free to play and that eventually maybe we'll get an easy A, so probably will be much better. So Dokkan, if you are watching this, make sure you take some notes because this is a very good free to play character or card art here. As far as links, you have Fear and Fate, Big Bad Bosses, Nightmare, Brutal Beatdown, Shock and Speed, Thirst for Conquest, and Shattering the Limit. Very good link scale here. Very good. I mean, really, that's actually very nice. And then categories, movie bosses, Otherworld Warriors, and Joint Forces, pretty good. I probably would also include, since you have Otherworld Warriors, you probably would bring here Resurrected Warriors. But I mean, you know what? So far, I do enjoy this card, especially if ever it will get an easy A. This card right away is looking pretty good for Extreme Tech. So thank you very much for Admiral Kim. Very solid submission. I would give this probably like a 9 out of 10. So that's pretty solid. So really, I have nothing negative to say about this. I guess there's no active skill either, but I mean, still very good for Extreme Tech. All right. So with that, I would say thank you again for your submissions and thank you for watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Gale right here, back on the 5-9 channel to do a Frieza Undead Army fan-made card. Now this one is by JC Gamer 18. He's giving him the tech typing, which is, I mean, let's be honest, I don't mind. Even if it's a free-to-play unit, Extreme Tech needs the love, so I'll give it to him. I like that. I really like that. The leader skill is Otherworld Warriors 2 key plus 50% attack, defense, and HP, which is perfectly fine. I think that's a-okay. Obviously 50%, that means he is assuming that this Frieza is gonna easy A. Well, we say that, but there have been free-to-play units that had the 50% category lead and didn't easy A. So hopefully this one does, because I would love to see a Other Warriors free-to-play unit easy A for sure. But yeah, this one is coming, of course, with the whole Tanabata celebration, of course, which is setting up to be Fusion Reborn, which is very exciting. But yeah, I like that. Other World Warriors, I'm fine with that. I'm a-okay with that, especially considering how not in-depth Other World Warriors is. So now we have the super attack effect, which greatly raises defense for 1 turn. Fantastic. I'm down with that. Does supreme damage, alright, and greatly lowers enemy attack. Okay, that's really good. That's really good, especially for a free-to-play unit. He's going to be a really decent unit to have for sure. The passive skill is 3 key and 100% attack and defense. Good start of turn. Otherworld Warriors 3 key and 30% attack and defense. Very nice. That's actually really good, especially considering how Otherworld Warriors are so like spread apart in terms of like link sets and stuff. That's really good. When HP is 50% or above, high chance to dodge. Nice. And when HP is 50% or below, 50% damage reduction and guaranteed stun when attacked for 2 turns. Does he mean... Okay, this is interesting to me. So does he mean that whenever somebody will attack you, will they get stunned after that? I assume he means it's a guaranteed stun when you attack for 2 turns. I think that's what he means. If another other World Warriors category ally is on the team, guaranteed stun when when attacking for 1 turn. I think that's what he means. Links: brutal beatdown, solid support, tough as nails, shocking support, GT, nightmare, and shattering the limit. Okay, I'm gonna start off there. I don't expect it to be GT because it's Frieza and the Dead Core. It's supposed to be the Frieza from the Fusion Reborn movie. So I'm immediately gonna say JC Gamer. I think that GT is not gonna be there. I think if you had to replace it with something else, I mean, I can easily say Big Bad Bosses would be kind of nice, but he isn't a boss, nor is he a big bad either, considering he gets beat in 1 shot in the movie. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what they do. Maybe Prodigies might be in there because it's a Frieza unit still, and it starts off as a Frieza unit. So I do think maybe they might keep Prodigies when he Dokkan awakens. So we'll see. We'll see what the links are when he comes out. Categories are Joint Forces, Revenge, Resurrected Warriors, Other World Warriors, Target Goku, GT Bosses, Gifted Warriors. Yeah, I think they might remove GT Bosses again here, pretty much. And maybe they might replace it with Movie Bosses, potentially. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. He is assuming there is going to be an active skill as well, which can be activated when there is 3 or more enemies, and reduces damage by 20% and reveals all super attacks for 1 turn. That's a really solid one. I love that one. I think that's unique as well in terms of, yeah, it gives you the whole reveals all super attacks for 1 turn, which is going to be very, very handy, especially when going into SPR. So yeah, definitely very good card. A couple of things you'd want to change here, especially the GT related stuff, and maybe a bit more clarity on what he means by the guaranteed stun over in here. But overall, very good card. We're gonna move on to the next content creator. However, JC Gamer, very good card, but yeah, handing it over to the next content creator to give his verdict on another fan-made card.
Hey guys, Nolar here. We're taking a look at your Frieza Undead Army fan-made cards, and this is my pick, and I hope you guys like this one too. So shout out to Halo and Avatar. You decided to make this Frieza Undead Army card extreme tech. I understand why, and I approve. Leader skill, Joint Forces, category key 3, HP attack and defense 150, or extreme class key 3, HP attack and defense 120. This is the assumption that he's a Dokkan Fest exclusive card. I don't know if he is or isn't. We'll just assume he is, so I think that's a good card for lead. All right, what is super attack effect? Causes immense damage, raises defense, so stacking defense. Good for long events. Maybe not so great for, I mean, it's good for super battle, but you know, you're not gonna stack that long. All right, passive skill. Attack and defense 100% start turn. Good. Joint Forces allies key 3, defense 60%. So the biggest reason why I like this card is because key 3 is huge for Joint Forces. If you guys looked at the Joint Forces category out, the category itself, there's just a lot of mishmash of different units. They don't necessarily link all that well. So key 3 as a support unit, defensive support unit, awesome. Additional attack and defense plus 50 per extreme class ally on the turn other than self. Okay, that's really good. So he could have an additional 100% on top of that. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack if all allies on the turn are extreme class. So that's interesting. Joint Forces, I don't know, has a lot of extreme class units, but there are some, so you have options. Big Bad Bosses, so yes, very good. Fierce Battle, Universal Most Malevolent, Fear and Faith, Strong Class in Space, Revival, Thirst for Conquest. That's pretty good. Did I see? I didn't see Fierce. Oh no, yeah, there's Fierce Battle. Okay. Active skill, unit super attack. Active can be activated if all allies on the team are extreme class from the start of battle. Enemy attack minus 30%. So turn 1, minus 30% attack from all, like super battle. This is good. Like that's real good. Add the fact that he's got 100% defense to start. Super raises it if you got all extreme class. You got well, the passive here gives another 60, and then potentially another 100%. Yeah. Guess this guy is made for Super Battle, which is great because Extreme Tech needs the help. I'm going to take a look at Joint Forces real quick. Yeah, it might be a little off in terms of how it looks, but in terms of Joint Forces Extreme side, you know, we've got some good units. Once these guys, once Rose and Zamasu gets an easy A, that'd be great. Of course, the Metal Cooler is always great. So is Bojack, Turles. You know, Wicked Family, Neko King, Cold, and Frieza, so that's gonna be really good as well. Yeah, there's a lot of good extreme class units in here that you could utilize for Joint Forces, so I don't think that's like a downside. I just hope there's a version where it's a superclass version of Joint Forces, right? So either way, guys, shout out to Halo and Avatar. That was really great. I enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll get something similar to that. Now, if you guys like the video, hit that like button. If you're new here and like the content, hit that subscribe button for more content coming up from 5-9 Gaming, and hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. With that said, I'm Nolar. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. We're out.